Hi guys, my name is Layla Manel, and this is your pick a card reading on what's going on. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'm not sure where life's going. What's going on? Things seem complicated. What's going on? Nothing's happening. What's really going on behind the scenes? We're going to check it out here today. With me, I'm going to let you guys know I've recorded so many tarot readings and just no cojones to put it out there, and really I started to ask myself, why is that? So we're just going to start off with something simple, a nice light reading, and get to it, I guess. Just got soot on my fingers. We're going to let that go out on its own. Or not. Let it burn for you guys. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, so we're going to get started with pile number 1, the lips. Pile number 2, LOL. Pile number 2 is the candle. Pile number 3 is the cauldron. Pile number 4 is the moon. We're going to get to it. If you chose the lips, this is for you. Oh. Yoink. That's good. That was a little louder than I wanted it to be. So people may say you're loud. Maybe something big is about to happen and you're not really aware of it. And when I say big, I mean it could be either good or bad. It's just impactful. Okay. We're gonna pull out some oracles first. I'm just gonna go right in. And you don't need too many cards. I like to use a variety of... Ooh, not right now. Dear Spirit, please give the most accurate and the answers needed, not wanted, for pile number 1. I gain a lot of inspiration from other tarot readers on YouTube, and honestly, I've just been continuously called to do this. And I've been giving, free private readings to many people. People may be interrupting you. Benignly. And it's irritating. You may be interrupted during coitus. Do we have anything to say about what's going on with pile number 1? Even if it's advice that'll resonate more later. Let me know what's going on. Maybe you're quite quiet. Maybe you're not using your voice enough. So I'm not seeing anything come out of this pile. And usually they like to flip around. Let's try it again. Deep cellular healing. I got this twice. And all paths lead to home. I think you're trying to figure out a way out of some sort of mental issue when it comes to your body feeling like you're home and feeling at home in your body, maybe even going through some sort of health issues. And it's been really taxing on you. It's almost like it's hard for you to speak. Maybe you've been sick in the throat chakra. It's been impacting you, giving you a sore throat. You can't talk. People like the way your sore throat sounds. Honestly, if that's all this is going to give, then this is all it's going to give. Breathe. Breath of the cosmos. Yeah, I'm getting something with the breath. Something with the throat chakra already. You may be having trouble speaking. You may have a fear of public speaking. Might have a couple of things going on when it comes down to this, but let me see what we got over here. Let's see what we got going on. Who are we dealing with, dear spirit? Who are we dealing with in this pile? In pile number 1. Who are we dealing with? What's going on? Who are we dealing with? I'm going to find out what's going on. Excuse me. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Now we're kicking. What makes you feel secure? Support, home, base, or family, the 4th house. And in reverse, what is facing you, what you need to be aware of. As you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure. Okay. So this definitely has to do with 4th house in Virgo. Methods for healing the power of, the analyzing of, resulting from perfectionism of. What makes you feel secure, resulting from the perfection of your home. So either something is going wrong in your home, something is going really right in your home, and you don't know how to react. Everything may be fine, but you just can't seem to grasp onto the fact that it doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry, I'm starving. You do a lot. You are running this house. You are engrossed in the life of this house. So much so that you're getting sick. You're taking care of something so much so that it's impacting your health and like your breathing and your anxiety levels. I'm seeing like actually now looking at it, she's biting her lip. Like that could either be seductive or like that could be like actually like I'm nervous right now. And so I'm getting a lot of nervous energy when it comes to the home life. And like maybe breathing new air into it. Say you're trying to do home renovations and it's taking a lot of your money. It's just taking a lot. It's taking a lot of energy. It's taking a lot of time. Well, in Virgo, it's taking a lot more of your day-to-day energy. This is a day-to-day basis. The 4th house is literally what you come home to, and it's Virgo, and it's almost like your job is your work. Your job is your home. Your home is your job, and we could have a mother here. But I'm just getting a sense that there's a lot going on already on your plate. So coming here to this reading, it's like you and what you do in your home life is a lot already. It's so much so that it's giving you this anxiety. Like anything that's happening in the home right now, whether it's not happening or happening, is causing anxiety. Let's I like to double up on tarot just to make sure I'm getting, like for any repeating cards. Excuse me, I sound old. You may be old watching this, on the older side, but I'm also getting like potentially people find you to be loud. Like say you're rather young. You seem older. Say you're older. You seem younger. You catch my drift? So it just seems like there's so much going on here when it comes to your day-to-day life and what you're doing in the home on that day-to-day basis. That's like the center here. And I feel like you're just tired of hearing it. You want to get out of this situation. There's something irritating here. It's very irritating. It's very loud, boisterous. There might be a lot of noises where you live, like beep, beep, bop, bop, boom, you know. What's going on here? Oh. Okay. I'm getting the devil in reverse. I just got the devil in reverse, so you need to look at that. And the Five of Swords upright. Okay. Okay. Not only has the home life been... I'm going to need a grip for this one. What is happening? Not only has the home life been destructive, it's like there is someone... Okay, so this going under the home life, this is at the underneath of the deck, underneath this. So, let me explain. There are people in your home who don't seek to actually support you or are trying to like let go of some sort of old point of view. It's weird. These two people are like pretending that they have to be with each other but don't. And like these could be roommates, these could be relatives, this could be friends that you live with, like who knows, right? But this is this is the home. This could even be your landlord. You know what I'm saying? This is you. Time and time again, there's been fight after another fight after another fight. And with it being in reverse, it's like it's taking your focus. It's taking so much of your focus with this conniving, passive-aggressive energy. As I saw, hee hee hee. It's kind of what I'm getting, right? It's kind of sick in the head. It's kind of really sick in the head when these people, you could just be minding your own business, doing your work, and they're like, oh, that's not good enough. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. These people are causing chaos, like they could cause the mess and then ask you to clean it up. Like you're their fucking, oh my god, excuse my French. Like you're their, as if you're their maid. It's very irritating. And these are two women coming up, but honestly, it could just be, you know, men with longer hair. I'm seeing a man with long hair here, something around his shoulder length. Okay, I'm getting that as an appearance. Whether they be any denomination of ethnicity, the longer hair is coming up. Okay, two cards, both in reverse. Ah, the Tower. That's the energy I got before with the big bang on the bell when it came to the beginning of your reading, and the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. There are two male figures here that are, one is cooperating with these estranged, I'm picking up female energy, or long-haired male. It's like this King of Wands here, which is taking, like, this is upside down, but you see it. You see it upright. Why? Because it takes your focus. These people are trying to cause such damage into your future where you're like, I'm seeing a woman falling here, and usually there's two people. It's like they want you to be alone. They don't even want you to be with anybody while you're falling. And I feel like the person that actually cares about you isn't even paying attention. Like their attention is somewhere else. Or like even they're caught up in like this whole scheme and think they are like good or something. When in reality they're not, because I'm getting the two women again, two women. And then the Five of Swords again at the bottom of the deck, and it's like, yeah, no, these two people are not that great, actually. They're kind of weird. They're really conniving. They're lying. You get lying. I'm getting liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire, baby. You know, and Strength at the bottom of the deck. It's going to take a lot out of you to, you know, push through this situation on what's happening in your, in potentially an apartment building. This is an apartment complex. People are talking about you, seeing you potentially naked. Let's put that out there. People are talking about, like, people could be, I don't know why I'm picking this up, but pleasuring themselves to the thought of you. Whether you be a male watching or a female watching. And this is taking a lot of your energy. It really is. Say there's pornography here involved and you're watching it, and it's like every time you come home this is something you just do on a daily basis. It's like you need to stop that, because this is becoming actually some sort of addiction, and it's like you try to not do it for one night and it's like boom, think about it again. You're going to be doing it. So something here needs to stop and come to an end either way, and it's either these people are conniving against you, there's some sort of sexual energy going on here that's kind of dicing things up, where people like both parties here, the person who is watching is being imagined by somebody else. Let me make that clear. The person watching is being imagined by somebody else here. I mean somebody else who's not watching. You might not be or pleasuring yourself to the idea of this person, but they are definitely doing it about you. Bing bong. I'm being called to pull one more card from this deck, and then I'm gonna move on to one more deck. Okay, the High Priestess. Upright. I feel like intuitively you know who this person is. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. You probably already are in a relationship, because that came up. But someone is still thinking about you in some sort of odd way. This could be this person could be perverted. This person could be like an old abuser who's coming back around. Like, say, even like a pet. I don't even want to put that out there, but a family member. You know, because we have the 4th house, which is family, your home base or family. This is possibly somebody you have to see on a day-to-day basis. Maybe your partner that you're with is abusive, and you need to get out of that in order to be with the true partner of your dreams. Let's put that out there. There's a lot of options here. This is a general reading. Well, let me get to the next deck. Let's make this quick. Because every time I seem to do readings, it goes on forever, and I don't want that anymore, you know? You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I'm not interested in it anymore. Just want to make this nice and quick. Dear Spirit, what is the advice here? What is the advice? For pile number 1, or like anything more on like what's going on. Okay. Queen of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. And then we have the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Someone's hoarding money, taking your money, or saying this money isn't yours when it's supposed to be. Like, say you have a landlord who's withholding money from you. That's what's going on here. And it's like someone feels like helpless to it. I'm more noticing the faces of these people rather than exactly what they represent here. It seems like a man who's very stubborn. This woman is very stubborn. Whoever this person is a very stubborn person. They've been through many trials and tribulations, and honestly, you're not the first person that they've done this to, if this is something that they've done to people multiple times. This is kind of verging on a bit of a darker energy that I wasn't expecting when it comes to like, oh, what's going on? Maybe a lot. People could be taking your money. And hoarding it, or saying it's not yours, it is yours. And you're coming up to them like, hey, what's going on here? Why have you cut, my gas? Why are you putting the water off? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Taking the hot water off. Okay, Nine of Wands again. You're going to have to persevere through this tarot moment either way, because it is going to happen, whether it be reversed or not. This tarot moment is happened or has happened. And at this point in time, you are either persevering through it or are on your way to having to persevere through it. And you have the King of Wands in reverse again. This aggressive male with the moon at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this male is here that you're seeing on a day-to-day basis, whether you be partner to them or not, they have secrets. They have a bunch just hidden away, stocked away. If you think they've done one thing, like you're, oh my god, wait, did he really do that? Yes. Oh my god, wait, did she really do that? Yes, and probably 4 other times that you're not aware of, that they think about and kind of giggle over, but also panic to the nth degree that you're going to find out. I did not expect this to go this way. People have secrets against you, and not in a way where it's and where it's like, these are things that could be beneficial. Like, someone is hiding money from you, someone is hiding knowledge from you that could help you, someone is literally taking something from you, and it's a lot of secrets. It's like, this man, it is giving possible infidelity, but not really. Possible addictions to pornography. Let's put that out there. If you're in a relationship with this person, if not, this is like a father figure who's holding money from you, a landlord who's holding money from you, some sort of stalker that stands outside your apartment building. I swear. And you know exactly who I'm talking about right now. And with the Queen of Swords coming out, it's giving legal. It's giving like, girl, get yourself a camera. Get yourself a camera on your door. Put cameras in places. If you've been thinking about getting a lock on your door, girl, do it yesterday. Boy, do it yesterday. Someone is stalking you, whether you be a male or a female. If you're a male watching this and you've been really angered and frustrated by this situation, I gotta pray for you to calm down, because I can understand how frustrating this can be and why you could potentially be coming up in reverse right now. And your deep down intuition is telling you, oh, fuck that. Fuck, screw, like, those people don't she doesn't deserve anything. Like, this is crazy. Look at what she's done to me. Look at what she's left me in destitute. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, gotta bounce out of that energy, only for the sake of your own good. And I know people hate to hear that, and you can have all the thoughts in the world and let yourself have those thoughts. Let yourself have that moment. When it comes to like the betrayal of whoever, if the female, if you're a male watching this and it's a female who's betrayed you, ay. She plays a whole woe is me card while you are breaking your knees, trying to work hard. You are having conversations with very frustrating people in order just to keep, the house alive, to keep the house up and running. This is about keeping a stable home. And right now, this has to do with work. This could even be like a stalker at work. This is your last card. You gotta do something. You gotta do something about this. You need a camera. You need to write this stuff down. This is getting weird. Alright. Whoopsie daisy. Your neighbors may be saying you're loud and complain about your loudness, when in reality they're just prudish people. They're not really doing anything. You're following curfew. Maybe you broke a few rules once or twice. If you're breaking the rules, you gotta stop, because they're gonna come after you if they haven't already. That's what's going on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anything else? Any advice? Any way to understand it? Like, I don't know why I'm called the thief. Oh, girl, I'm telling you, they're taking your money. I was afraid I would get this card with the snakes and the rabbit. I was afraid of that. I don't know why, but that's why I was called to get it. Small regrets, longing in reverse. You're regretting certain things that you probably have told these people were out of out of sheer like, oh, they're probably good people, you know, I'm being super naive. I've been there, done that. It's all right. If they haven't come for your money, if this man hasn't come for your money, he already has. And it's gone. You're like, he took me for the slaughter. You know, he took so much. And he took more than you think he did. I'm telling you, he took more than you think he did. She took more than you think she did. Oh, she did a lot more than you think she did. She was sneaky. I'm telling you. There is potentially a couple. There's a couple here. For some of you. For many of you, actually. There's a couple here, potentially landlord roommates, who are like literally stealing your things. Like these people living with you are stealing your things. And every single day you see it, you see these things go on, and it's just like you need to get a little bit more legal about it and get cameras and do certain things, okay? Because there are so many things happening behind your eyes, and it's just like you may be putting the benefit of the doubt with these people because you think they speak kindly behind your back. No, they don't. They're speaking ill into the air, the breath of the cosmos. They're speaking ill into it. I'm telling you. I don't know why, but they wouldn't care if you, they wouldn't care what happened to you. I'm telling you. And maybe they're saying, oh yeah, I know we bullied you in the past and we're so sorry, but can we be friends? Screw that. I'm telling you. Bless. Okay. Woo-ha. On to the next. Get legal with it, guys. Okay? You'll be alright. These people are weird. If you're with this King of Wands in reverse, like if you're in a marriage with them or something, that's all I gotta say. That's wrong. You probably don't want to be in a relationship with that person. You probably do not. They are bitter. So bitter. And you know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. So don't even worry about it. But get legal with it. Get cameras. Do something about it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? And do something about it. Even if people say not to, do something about it. Don't let them lead you to the slaughter. If again, you know, they do it again. Girl, they do it again. And again and again and again. Moving on. Okay. For those of you who chose the candle, the pretty little candle, yes. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm getting? You know what I'm picking up the animals. I'm picking up on animals. I'm picking up on an animal lover. I'm picking up on a sweetheart. We have a sweetheart here. Male or female? You're a sweetheart. You're a schnookum. Okay, you got some schnookums. Alright, you're very kind. You're a very kind person. People think you're really sweet. And maybe they don't realize that you can burn people. So they're like, oh my god, you're so sweet. Ow, why'd you do that? Maybe don't get too close to me and try to snuff out my flame. I'm going to use the animal tarot for you guys because I'm getting a very happy-go-lucky feeling over here. I think people really like you. They enjoy your energy. But we're over here to ask, what? What is going on? What is going on? What do I need to know? What's going on? What do I need to know? People have been extra quiet. Maybe your birthday's coming up. Oh, that was quick. Ooh, I almost forgot one thing. Alright, much better. Child of the cosmos. We might have a baby coming about. Karma, relationships, polarity, soul growth, conflict in reverse. The intelligence of the universe within you. Okay, so maybe we've been hearing a lot of self-doubt. I'm getting a lot of self-doubt right off the bat. That's a lot of doubting oneself and like being miles apart from oneself. You may dissociate, and you might find animals to be like a great comfort for you, and potentially your mental proclivities. You know, you might think you're delusional when you're not. This energy is very jaded in ways that I can understand to an extent, but I think you're farther away from yourself than I've been for myself in quite some time. Or rather, you're on the journey to get closer to yourself. Excuse me, I am smacking my lips. That's very rude. You guys may really appreciate good manners. It might take you a little bit longer to start up projects, or just getting organized. You have to do it a few times, and then you're like, okay, everything is perfect now. I feel like a part of this has to do with also the trust in yourself, because you may be closer to yourself than you know, rather than thinking you're so far away from yourself. Like, you're in your own body, and it's okay to be in your own body. Let's keep going. Like, yes, ow. Very much ow. You might have hurt yourself. You know, the pile before you, they were sick, but this one feels like ow. Maybe your dreams got crushed quite recently, which is why the candle snuffing came out. What's going on here? What's the situation? What's the sitch? Good temper. What's the situation? Give it to me straight, Doc. Give it to me straight. You've got the giggles. I got the what? You got the giggles. That's right, you got the giggles. Dear Spirit, make this clear as possible. Get it organized. Gotta get organized. Sometimes you may feel like, sheesh, I wish an alien would just pick me up and take me away. The maturity that brings caution regarding limits imposed upon. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Saturn, this is tough. We got all planets. Mars, the dry fork. This is a lot of planets. Okay. 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 Wow, we have a lot of people involved in this situation right here, and defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how to. Caution regarding the maturity that brings the confronting of things brought to life or light, good times. The maturity that brings the confrontation of things brought to light or life or light. Okay. There's a lot going on here in this situation when it comes to people and big people being involved. This has to do with, again, I'm getting, there's a situation here where someone's watching where they are in fact pregnant. You are in fact starting a project where you are extremely anxious over whether it is going to go through or not. I'm being called to inner earth. You'll survive the new solutions and beginnings. Okay. Big changes are happening right now. You have so much to do, and it's crazy. You probably have to go to the doctor with not only how much you've been doing, but there is something in creation right now. There is something being created right now. Something big is happening. Something big is changing. And if nothing is happening for you right now, ha 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 ha. These next, give it a month. Give it a month and come back to me and let me know what random person yelled at you. Let me know if you lost a job or got a promotion. Let me know if some sort of hobby you're doing or some sort of plant you have just grows like crazy and it looks amazing. Something amazing does come out of it with Venus. There's going to be times for you to actually chill out. Like, there's going to be a moment for you to chill out. That's what's happening. And I think the call to the universe is not only for you to mature and to grow up. I'm sorry to say it like that and say it bluntly. Like, you to doubt yourself. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Stop taking yourself so seriously so that you can actually approach these situations from a calm, non-survival perspective, because this is a lot to deal with and a lot of blessings are coming in. The only way to get to these good times is to defend yourself, accept yourself, and let yourself feel. People are going to come at you from left and right and attempt to attack you, potentially verbally. Maybe criticize your looks, criticize your weight gain, criticize your weight loss, criticize something, criticize the beard you have that you've been growing. They're going to try and find something to pick at because there's just so much going on here for you that has nothing to do with them. And it's important that you defend yourself in these times, because these may be important people that end up criticizing you or have already. You know, getting these amount of cards from this, it's a face, two faces, two faces, two faces, two faces, two faces. We've got, and it being 4 cards that flipped out, it's like, I only take 1 or 2. Barely. I take 1. This is a group of people. For the majority of you, this is a group of people disagreeing with you. And you need to stick to your guns. Whatever the situation be, stick to your guns. And grow up in the same facet. And I feel like the self-doubt comes from, well, what do I know what I'm doing right versus what I'm doing wrong if all these people are giving me weird advice that doesn't make any sense, or advice that does, but how am I supposed to apply it to a situation that I can barely get out of? Well, you're getting out of it, and the fact that you think that you can barely get out of it is a laughing stock. I feel like there are multiple people that would laugh at you in this group. Like, you think you can't get out of it? Come on. No. Get out. Like, get up, get out. I'm getting depression. I'm getting a depressed person. Like, this could be even an intervention. A group of people coming to you for an intervention. But that's extreme. The transiting energies going on with you is a lot. I'm gonna go get the animal tarot, because apparently y'all feel like animals. I'm gonna make this nice and quick. You gotta calm down, relax, do your due diligence, and only the things you need to do, not what you want to do. Okay? It's important you do what you want to do, but you have to just do your dharma right now, because there's so much dharma to be done. And I feel like that's another reason why you're coming here. It's like, when am I going to get a break? When am I going to get a break? When am I going to get a break? This is too much. And you frankly have to be the one to make that decision. You have to be the one to make the decision on when to make your breaks and when to not. This is about time management. This is about when you're going to be in action, when you're going to be the face, when you're going to talk for like a group of people, you're going to talk for these people, and also when are you going to go home and actually take care of yourself and have good times. What's going on here for group number 2? Boom. 8 of Wands. This is going to happen fast. This is going to happen quick. If nothing is happening right now, bet you in 8 months, this is about to get wild. Oh, she's about to get wild. The High Priestess in reverse. Oof. Strength upright. Okay. And then the 7 of Cups. Yeah. Here's that mental illness coming back up again. I'm so sorry not to offend you. 10 of Cups upside down. Okay, familial, not doing so great. Family, you're probably not going to be able to talk to them during this time. You're not going to be able to have to do a lot of things. There might be a death in the family that comes up in the next 5 months. With the High Priestess in reverse, that's indicating your mental illness and not being able to differentiate what needs to be done versus what you want to do. And also being able to stop yourself in the moment of being like, this is too much baggage, this is too much baggage, this is too much baggage, how can I keep going, how can I keep going? How can someone give me a rest? You're very confused on which pile to pick. There might be overeating involved here. There might be not eating at all. I'm getting a workaholic. I'm getting someone who's just always constantly doing something. There's so much to be done when it comes to actually cleaning up clutter and getting rid of things. You could be moving. In the next 8 months, and heed this as a warning, you gotta get on your tail. Your own tail. It's like, it's important to relax, but there is an imbalance here. You're doing what you want, not what you need to do. And if you need to like pause this reading or just stop it right now, go do what you gotta do. Because, girl, that's what I'm getting right now. Like, I don't even need to go any further besides maybe giving you a little bit of advice on how to properly do this. There are going to be people who backstab you along this way, yes. And you're going to have to keep it pushing until the end, because there are other flies here who want to eat your food. There are other people here. There's a group of people who want to eat your food. They want this promotion. They want what is destined for you, and they might try and take it. And you're going to be disappointed in realizing who these people are over the next 8 months. You're going to tell me, in the next 8 months, you're going to be like, wow, I did not expect that from that person. Be prepared. Be prepared. Don't expect it, but be prepared and listen to your gut when something just doesn't feel right. You gotta take a nap. You have to go to bed. You have to create a strict schedule for yourself, if not already. There's something big coming in where you're going to have to defend yourself against a lot of people. Or compete. And getting your mind straight is getting your body straight. So if you've literally been carrying too much, you carry things for work, go to the chiropractor now. I'm not a doctor. Go to the chiropractor. Ask them. See what they'll say. Can you afford to go to the chiropractor? You got to get your ish together if it's not together. Okay? It's like you got a lot to do here, and it's irritating your psyche to the nth degree, because you're like, I'm supposed to be in this place, but I'm all the way back here. How am I going to get to it? Tears falling from my eyes. Oh my God, life sucks. I hear you. It can be so darn daunting to realize that we've just all been drinking poopy water, this whole time. That ain't no poopy water. Alright. And, if there was a family issue that happened a while ago, if this isn't family commenting on, the partner you've chosen, blah, 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 whatever happened in your past, oh, you're sure darn tootin'. It's affecting you now. You're sure darn tootin' that this is why you've not been able to get on your ish. Whatever happened in the past with your family that hurt you as a child, it's doing this. Child. Sorry. We're going to get an oracle card here. that we already, Citadel. Okay, at least. Okay, so we have determination, certainty, attention to detail, and the runaway. Secret, running from problems, and the archer, biding your time, planning ahead. Okay, here's what I'm getting. You've been in a situation where you were kind of trapped. You were trapped by family. You were trapped by circumstances. Now it's no longer. And you're confused as to why you continue to act as though those circumstances are still upon you. You have to somatically work to get that through with determination and certainty. You're on guard. You're in survival mode. You potentially may be snippy with people, and you don't want to be. I suggest working with your hands, potentially doing your craft. If you do sewing, do so. Go with your animals. Go see your bird. Go talk to your animals. Get your mind calm and your body calm. If your body is calm, your mind is calm. Watch what you're eating. Watch what you're drinking. Watch what you're doing, because you could be pregnant. You could be literally starting a new project, and it is of utmost importance that you, of a clear mind and clear body, sane mind, body. Your body is so important, and it's so important to treat yourself with respect and not to, if you feel burdened, don't tell these people you feel burdened. Just stop. Just stop. Seriously, just stop doing it. You don't need to tell them, I'm going to stop doing it. Just stop. Because not were you asked to do that in the first place. Is that your job in the first place? No. Tailor, attention to detail, and pride. You need to be more prideful in your work. You need to be more prideful about the things that you do on a day-to-day basis that make you happy, and that you have to do in order to make your life happy. You need to do these things in order to be happy. If you don't do the things you have to do, you cannot be happy. And to make the spontaneous decisions right now that you will have to make, and I say spontaneous, and isn't that a whirlwind, right? Excuse my French. Isn't that a whirlwind? Because it's attention to detail. It's about getting your ducks in order. And then you throw in the word spontaneity. Yes, ma'am, I mean spontaneity, because guess what? Life is spontaneous. How are you going to make the correct decisions if you're not prepared for the spontaneity of life that's about to hit you in the next day? Day. It's going to happen the next day if it didn't happen 24 hours before you clicked on this reading. The ball is already rolling. Shivers up me spine. Ooh, shiver me timbers, right? You literally could be moving. You could be moving across the ocean. Do you know where you're going? Figure it out. And running away from your problems is not going to help. We could have chronic smokers here. Girl, you know who it is. I see crazy, you see crazy. That's what it is. But anyways, good luck. This is a lot. This is tough. This is good stuff. You could come out. I need to pull a card to show you how good this, because this is a lot of warning. I want a card to come out to show you, if you do what you have to do right now, you organize your life, ignore these naysayers and take it for the grain of salt that it is, get your body in check over this next week, 2 weeks, month, because you need to be prepared for this, because what you can come out with Venus, with all these major planets, you can come out with something life-changing, amazing in the next 8 months. And you will be flabbergasted. Let's see how amazing this is. Wow. 7 of Cups. But in the 7 of Cups, you'll see the difference. With the Knight of Swords upside down, you need more conviction. You need more conviction in what you believe and in what you do. Because there is an angel guiding you. There is an angel coming in and saying, let me guide your hand. Inigo Montoya, my father, I am Inigo Montoya. Show me where my sword must go. I honestly think you need to pray. You might need to light a candle and pray in order to not only make your call the angels to soothe your mind. There's a lot of worries here. There's a lot of pressure here. There's a lot of responsibility here. And running away is not going to help you. And the angels will always guide you back to that responsibility that needs to be taken care of. Oh, it keeps popping up. It keeps popping up. This person keeps popping up. You need to take care of them. You need to take care of it and get it over with. Clear it out. Clear the pathway so that you can come forward and rush forward and be prepared for any kind of disappointment along the way amongst this confusion. An angel is guiding you amongst the confusion. You have an angel with you. There are cups there for you. And you need to be prepared for those in the upcoming months. Good luck. Next. Love you guys. Prayers. That's what's going on. Yoinketh to the yoinked. If you chose group number 3, this is your reading. Okay, you chose the cauldron. I feel like ideas are stewing. Your soul is brewing. You're ready to yum, 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 yum. You're ready to eat. You're ready to munch. Boy's a munch. Somebody, you might have been talking to somebody and it didn't really work out. And it was like, the boy's a munch. Whatever. You eat it for lunch. I'm getting the sense of like maybe a short-term relationship here and it like didn't work out and you're like, what? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on here? Like, you know, this might be a relationship reading. I do not know. I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe. But let's see here. What's going on here for pile number 3, dear Spirit? What's going on here for pile number 3? I'm getting, I don't know why my brain said Bill Cosby. Like that's like the man's a pedophile or a hebephile, will you? And I really hope that we're not dealing with anybody like that here. And I hope there probably is somebody in your vicinity that is a pedophile or a hebephile. I'm just going to tell you right now. And yeah, if I'm getting that, you know, yeah, you probably got somebody like your neighbor, your somebody next door. If you really want to be, yeah, now the cards are talking. Yeah, something's doing, something's brewing, somebody's thinking about you. Let's see this. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go in reverse. Yeah, there's something you're not seeing here that needs to be refreshed. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so it's important right now that with the information, because I'm getting the sense that this is information. This is something you may physically actually see. Hear me out. Something you will physically actually witness. This is an event you will be at. You will literally walk into the room. You may have had experiences like that. But I digress. If you have already seen something and your brain was like, nah, probably wasn't anything like that. Stop justifying things because it's so big, it's scary to deal with. Group 2 was running away from their problems, but it looks like a problem came to you that wasn't even your problem to deal with, but now it is, and you really cannot be in denial about it. There is an issue here that's extremely problematic. I'm getting that feeling. Like it has been brewing for quite some time. This has been stewing, festering. Say a pest issue. You got pests, you got termites in your house. The house is falling apart. Something is falling apart here, and you need to stop protecting it from not falling apart and actually encourage it to come crumbling back down, or just watch it happen. The fact that, like, you know, there could be such strong situations where it's like you've witnessed something actually quite terrible and you're trying to put it in the back of your head, and you might need to go to hypnotherapy, baby. I'm trying to get there. What's the situation? What's the situation? What's going on here? What is going on for pile number 3? Dear Spirit, ooh, here we go. Houses, spiritual values, long-range thinking. What is to be shared? At the bottom of the deck, we have the sun and creation, but I don't know why it just doesn't feel right. I'm going to give it a shuffle. I'm going to give it a good old shuffle. This could be messing with, like, how you perceive the entire world. There might be some things politically going on where you're like, no, 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 that can't be true. Probably is. You thought it was one way, and then you're like, wow, I really shouldn't have voted that way. Or, I don't know. Resurrect. Get to the heart of, do or die, you must. Pluto. Yeah, okay, this is, your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions, or overwhelming events. Yeah, I'm getting something really traumatic here that is, like, rocking your world, and it could have, in trigger warning, have to do with assault. Witnessing an actual tragedy. Something bad. This is bad. This is not good. This is like a rattling experience. And if you say nothing's happened to you, but you've stumbled upon this reading, there are 2 ways this could go. You could have picked the wrong reading. And then I'm going to say this. I don't believe in really picking wrong readings. Not anymore. Unless you have a broken mirror in your home. Huh. Do you have a broken mirror in your home? Then you probably did pick the wrong reading. But I digress. Something bad is on its way. Something quite bad. That has to do with the world. You could probably really be heavily into what's going on right now when it comes to the war in Israel. And it's almost like a, oh, sheesh. You know, there's such stark divides in people's opinions right now. And to be quite frank with you, my is hard on a fence. And it hurts. And I feel like you're riding on a fence too. There's something you're riding on a fence about where you're like, should I say it? Should I tell people this? Yes, please resurrect it. Resurrect that shit. Get to the heart of it. Do or die. Because somebody else who's going to experience what you have experienced is going to experience it. Oh no, don't say that, don't say that, don't tell me that. Oh yes, yes, yes ma'am. Yes sir. Yes sir. Now somebody else is going to have to take care of the thing that you potentially didn't take care of. Do you have the chance to continue to take care of it now, or is it all lost? Is it all gone? Because part of me is telling me the fact that you're getting onto this reading right now is that it's not all lost, it is not all gone. You can still go and take care of it right now. The statute of limitations to do certain things has not ended. So I'll be frank with you. You need to do something about something. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, send the light by staying grounded. You help the situation by being in your most best self. And the only way to be your best self is to be completely honest about what's been going on. About what you saw, what you experienced, with the people that need to hear it. The people that need to hear it, I have no idea. Let's ask. I'm going to grab the mango. Wow. King of Swords. Nasty looking fellow on this deck. Knight of Wands. Okay. We might have some men reading. This might be a father-son relationship we're talking about here. This might be a very, death in reverse. Yeah, this is something that we've not gotten over. Witch. A witch is involved here. Six of Cups. Ooh. Six of Swords. 6-6. And then the Emperor. Oh, wow. Okay. And then we have the Lovers. Oh. I have not seen the Lovers from this deck. What a cute card. And then the Sun upside down. Something you need to look at. You need to look at your own happiness. I feel like you're consistently giving your energy to people from your past. Like you're still not over something from the past. It's like living rent-free in your head for some people. Some people I feel like I almost feel like this is you. I almost feel like this is you. And it's like you keep getting turned around by like an old father figure. You keep getting turned around. Like your head keeps snapping at these people. Like what in the world are these people doing over here? I'm just getting like the weirdest feeling of like, what in the wacko driving are you doing? Why are you watching like Andrew Tate? Why are you actually, like, I know you. Why are you encouraging this kind of behavior? I feel like you're kind of confused as to what's going on, potentially in a relationship. Right. This could be in a relationship. And you're wondering if this person has been so cold and hot and cold with other people. Yes, they have. And I feel like there's someone potentially like communicating with you or from your past that you really miss. Maybe it's the old version of themselves that you miss, or maybe it's actually a potential opportunity you missed due to this individual being in your life. With the Emperor and the Lovers here, I feel like it could also be like Spirit is watching over some sort of connection. And the fact that it's over here, it's like, okay, possibly you were friends with someone when you were younger and now you're older, and it's just like you two are on different lives. You're not really paying attention to each other, but you're still meant to be together. And at a certain point, it's like you're going to have to walk away from whatever this is, whether it be a job. It's spiritual. It's about learning things. It's like this has to do with choices, making smart choices. And I feel like you're not moving past the potentially maybe like what you would consider stupid choices. You might have done something childish as a child. You may have been abused as a child from the past, and it's like those things are coming up, or it's like the person you're with was abused as a child and now they're acting out in certain ways that you did not expect, and it's because of that abuse from childhood. Bing, bing, bong, boom, boom. This could be like a father wound definitely coming in. We have the Emperor here, and then we have the King of Swords. But I'm sensing these two people are different. I feel like the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands are similar people, or like this is a friend of yours who just does not like this guy. Or like this is a friend of yours who like tries to be friend with your boyfriend, but your boyfriend's like, don't really like them. Or like it's a very odd work dynamic where someone like is playing games. This King of Swords is playing games. This Knight of Wands isn't playing games, but can actually be quite harsh. Both are harsh with their words, but one is louder than the other, and it's definitely the Knight of Wands that's louder than this one. But this King of Swords is more hurtful, and is more sneaky, and could actually, like, do something to really hurt you. I don't know. And if you think... And I feel like it's this King of Swords who's hurt people, who potentially hurt you. And if you think that they've stopped doing what they were doing... No, they're still doing it. You just don't know about it. I'm gonna be quite frank. You just don't know about it. There's a point in time where you just have to move away from this. This is a situation that's just so chaotic. Like, the only way to get through it is to resurrect it from the past. Death is in reverse under resurrect. This is something from the past that needs to come back up again, and you need to tell somebody about it, potentially a father figure. Yeah, this guy did this to me. Or like you're the dude and you're like watching your girlfriend having to deal with such heartache, And you're like, why is she going through this? Like, why won't she tell me what's going on? Like, why is she not paying attention to me? And like, she could tell me and she could pour her feelings out, and then she could share my happiness, and then not really, she's not going to open up. The problem here is that she probably, the only way for her to open up is like, it's going to take a lot for her to open up. Because with the Emperor here and not the Empress, it's, this is a very imbalanced relationship. If you being the female, you haven't been able to give your Emperor much attention because you're mulling over these situations that are in the past or are currently happening that are reminding you of the past, that you need to unload. You need to tell your partner. You need to tell your lover, like, what happened to you. If you don't, like, it's not a real relationship. I'm going to be straight with you. You think it is, but you're not being your true self with that person. And if you, like, really, like, do you really want to be with a person who's not going to hear your utmost, like, vulnerable, like, embarrassing stories about being hurt, and they're going to be snippy and snarky about it and use it as blackmail against you? Is that what you really want? Is that what you really think this person is going to do? Because either you vocalize yourself and then this person did hurt you, or you haven't vocalized yourself at all and this person is not the other people who were around you in your life, and they're actually just waiting for you to open up. This is very flip-floppy energy, and either way there's a situation you need to walk away from because it's triggering you so much that it's honestly leaving you stuck in this weird haze where you feel like you're that age again. And yet you're tired all the time. Exhausted. No vitality. You feel like the energy you usually do have is just slowly pattering out. Every day you're a little bit more tired. And it's going to come to a point where you're exhausted. I'm letting you know. It's going to come to a point where you're so exhausted, you and your lover have to leave. You have to leave your relationship. You have to leave something behind. There is something here, and it's this dissonant masculine energy. Even if this is a woman who's hurt you, it's her inner animus that is honestly wicked and disgusting, and I hate the look of this King of Swords. Whether it be upright or upside down. At least he's upright. A few more cards. See if we get any repeating cards. At least no one's coming after you. I'm just saying, whatever this person's done to you in the past, because I'm definitely feeling past energy, or it's about to happen, you're about to witness what this person is going to do. It's going to get crazy, it's going to get traumatizing, and prepare yourself. Knight of Swords. A raven. You have to tell people, you have to communicate it. Four of Cups in reverse. You've been mulling over it. Five of Swords. This was something that hurt you deeply. It's something you think about. And you need to communicate it to somebody you trust. An intelligent person. A therapist. And if you've already talked to your therapist about it, what did I say about telling your lover? The lover you know you can trust. Not the lover over here who already bish-bashed you over something traumatizing that happened to you. Because there are multiple groups here. And either which way that this goes, whatever happened here needs to be addressed. And if you don't address it, you're never going to get over it. You're going to be stuck in that. You're going to be stuck in this weird haze. This weird haze where you're so focused on this fruit, or you're the male and you have your eyes closed and you're like two ships passing in the night. And whether the person who really likes you, who truly loves you, is like lonely because of that. You're not paying attention to them energetically. You're stuck. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell somebody. The walker, the waker, awareness, reflection, the priest in reverse, the chiromancer, with the smith, overthinking, taking action, in reverse. Okay. This card at the bottom of the deck always reminds me of coitus, sex, whatever you want to call it. But it's in reverse, so you may have been turned off for a while. You might still be turned off. Maybe not interested in sex, or maybe you're hyperactive in it. Whether it either be the latter or not. And if your sex life is fine, this doesn't apply to you, you probably were in the section of the group here that is in this reading who has had that kind of horrifying, traumatizing experience in the past. But it's affecting your libido. It's affecting your libido terribly, and it's putting you at an extreme where it's either one or the other. And neither of them are actual, are coming from a place of feeling vulnerable. It's from a have to place. Okay? Unlike the group that I said beforehand, do what you have to do, not what you want to do. This group, do what you want to do and not what you have to do. And you have to do what you want to do. Sorry. With the waker, awareness and reflection, I feel like you've come to an area, a place in your mind where you're like aware. Oh my god, shh. You've come to a place where you've actually figured out, like it's unveiled to you. You saw it. You witnessed this. You were in the room. You heard the phone call. You saw this. You saw that. You witnessed it. You are aware. You will come into awareness. It will be so aware that you will be so aware you wish you could unbelieve it. Okay? You wish you could unbelieve it. I'm getting massive disappointment here. With the priest in reverse, perseverance and faith in reverse, it's going to really rock your world and kill you and wish you could like wash your eyes out. Just wash your eyes out. Can't do that. Chiromancer, delivering news and collaboration. Duh. This news will be delivered to you and you will be the one to deliver this news. And yes, the feeling of wanting to tell someone what happened is you wanting to do what you want and speak. You obviously want to speak and tell someone about this, but are just having such trouble doing it. You have to share this news, whether this event comes to you now or later. And that's really all I have for you guys. It's important to communicate what's going on with you to your partner. It's really important to do that. It's important to communicate what's going on with you to a trusted friend, depending on, you know who to go to, because you are fully aware. You will be very aware in the next coming month. You will be aware. Maybe this happened 2 weeks ago. You will be very aware of what's going on here. Something with your index finger. Maybe you got your index finger pricked. Maybe you have a cut on your index finger. Maybe you have something like a pain going on in your middle finger or your pinky, like on the side of your hand. You know what I'm saying? These are signals from your body that you really want to tell somebody what's going on. You have to tell somebody what's going on because it's going to free your inner child to actually be happy. Okay? And it's going to relieve you of a lot of this crazy stress that I don't think you've ever experienced before. Or maybe you've been holding on to it so long that you forgot what it's like to experience without such a burden. And God bless you guys, okay? All the luck. All the luck. All right. Next. Okay. For those of you who picked pile number 4, this is your reading. What in the world? What in the gobbledygook is going on here? What in the gobbly-goop? What in the bibbly-babbly-boobly-bobbly-bip is going on here? What do I need? I need a bite. I need a bite to eat. That's what I need. I don't know why. I feel called to use these. Just got them today. I didn't use them for any other pile. But for some reason I feel like there's a message in it for you. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Dear Spirit, what is going on? The shapeshifter, the tear, the healer at the bottom of the deck. You know, these are oracle cards. People might take you as a mystery. People might think you have sad face, resting sad face, not resting bee face, resting sad face. People may think that you adapt to each situation incredibly. You might have recently been backstabbed by somebody, and they somehow shapeshifted before your very eyes, which is interestingly comparable to the pile before you, but I feel as though this is almost like a long... pile number 3 had... It's like, this is an event. Like, they see it and it's done. It's over, right? This is a little bit here, a little color change there, and then, oh, did your scale just change color, or was that just me? Vibe going on here, okay? Little white lies building up and building up to a point where you're broken down crying. You're like, how many things can you know, can really be hidden from me? Is this how silly? Is this how naive I am? And I wouldn't say so. Sometimes it's really difficult to come to grips with the fact that let's take Who the F Did I Marry from TikTok into an example. I feel like this is like you've seen little signs here and there and didn't want to believe it. It's not like in pile 3 where you saw it. You physically saw an event. It's like you saw this person do this. You heard this person do that. This is over a period of time. This is not a quick one and done. I saw something terrible happen. I witnessed it. I think I need to tell somebody. This is, oh, my friend, I think, likes my boyfriend, but she says she doesn't, and like, she flirts with him sometimes, and then she doesn't, and sometimes but I'm not really sure. This is very doubtful energy. This person would give you 3 different answers to one question. What's going on here is you're being bamboozled. That word is being used a lot these days. You're being bamboozled, and it emotionally, oof. I feel like this already happened. And you're like, where do I go from here? How do I even move out of that space? Or maybe you're like, please just tell me what's coming next, because this shit, I don't care, but half an hour ago, I'm over it. That person, that's crazy. Right? And anyways, kudos to you. Yes, that person, whatever they were doing, not very good. People may think you act dumb. People may think you act smart. People may think you act a certain way based off of every single situation, or you think that of this person. The tear, the healer, you are a very healing person. You're a very kind person. Or you're confused and think you're a kind person when in reality you've been bamboozling all these people into thinking that you don't know what's going on. Or you do know what's going on, but then you pretend like you don't. Or you don't know what's going on and pretend like you do in order to trail the line. Especially in a job, maybe. You may be very emotional at this time, and you're just like, what is going on with me? My emotions are changing hour by hour, minute by minute. I cannot keep my lid on straight. My pot lid is up. I'm boiling hot, man. And I just don't know if I'm going to go left or right or up or down. My emotions are a mess. Whew, which is not fun. It is, and the subconscious is going through an evolution right now when you're going through all that. And if you are going through that, where your emotions are not stable, I want you to grab onto a pillow and squeeze for at least 2 to 3 minutes and just see what comes out. Don't do anything. If you need to squeeze longer for 2 to 3 minutes, bless your heart. Keep going for as long as you must. Hold on for your life, okay? And in those 2 to 3 minutes, at least 2 to 3 minutes. Because if you're having uncontrolled emotions, your body is attempting to respond to a memory that you cannot cognitively recall, but you can emotionally recall. So I just want to put that out there. And if you have been like backstabbed by somebody and just like this person just was not who you thought they were, I'm not picking up on like, oh, this person's like a terrible, terrible person, like a or something along those lines. Like pile number 3 was getting. I'm getting over here like this person may yell at you or try to belittle you in front of people or like make funny, weird comments at you. I'm picking up on a passive aggressive energy where it's like this person has somehow, you don't understand why, but like they hurt your feelings to a point where you were crying, but couldn't really put together why they made you feel that way. Because consciously you couldn't put those pieces together, but subconsciously you were attempting to put these nonsensical pieces together. And now let's come up to the point where it's like, okay, maybe you're having like these emotions over somebody and you swear to the nth degree that, I swear that person in that chair is not real. You might be feeling like delusional, like you just can't keep your lid on straight. Let's get back to there. It's like you are all over the place, wick wackety where. And honestly, like you need a hug, straight up. In any of the situations, the person in this reading in group number 4 needs a hug right now. And I'm giving you a spiritual hug right now. Let's move on and see what's going on here. I feel like you've seen a lot of things in your life and you're wondering why. It's like, I have experienced terrible things. I have experienced I have been around like psychopaths or even aggressive. It's like, why is this catty? Why is this like low level bullying? This something that would be considered benign, hurting me almost more than how they hurt me. It's because it's unexpected. That's why. It's unexpected. You don't expect that from people. After experiencing such terrible things like a covert narcissism, it can be confusing to meet an overt narcissist after dealing with so many covert narcissists, because you get the whole woe is me tactic when an overt narcissist doesn't do that, and you see this charismatic person, excuse me, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, this, like, they're kind of cool, they're so upfront about, like, who they are and what they do, but they ask you to do things, they end up being quite shallow, you try to express your opinion around them, and then it's just a passive-aggressive little things. Here we go. You got the love. And earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay. in order to heal from what's going on here, and in order to get centered, because you have the answers within you, and you need to go out and you need to walk around the world. You need to get a breath of fresh air. The courageous, peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen in reverse. I feel like you're hiding from this person. You're just avoiding them. And to be quite frank with you, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point. Because this person may react to you volatilely. This might be an overt narcissist or some sort of narcissistic person. Or and it's a lower level. Like, it's not as damaging as what a psychopath would be or what this would be, but it hurts just as much, if not more. It's like it's so disappointing. Disappointment looms over your heart as to, like, wow, I thought you were a really good person, but in reality, you're just a little bit better than the others. Not, oh, you're great, you're just a little bit better. You're nothing to go raving home about, even if I did. What does this situation have to do with? Like, where is this person? What's going on here? Is this a friend? Like, where do we see this individual? What's going on here? What is going on? You might even be feeling like you're snipping at people. Are you I'm getting imposter syndrome, heavy imposter syndrome. And like, almost like you can't help but snip at other people because of the things that happen to you, and you're thinking, am I becoming that person? Am I becoming my mom? You know, you're asking questions like that to yourself. And I think it's healthy, but I also think you need to have it with maybe a therapist. And get into nature so you can actually take a breath of fresh air. I feel like you're being locked up and going stir crazy inside somewhere. Maybe you're having a little bit of a phase of homebodiness. I feel like there's also a high potential of getting lost here, and honestly, I keep getting at the back of the deck Scorpio, the extraordinary power of prayer, the highest and lowest aspects of control the situation. You might be a boss. I might be speaking to a boss here. It is one thing after another, after another, after another, and it's got your head spinning. You don't remember who you even are at the end of the day. You're like, what did I even do? Very tired, but this energy needs to get outside. If you've been outside and, like, say you went out and you decided to do drugs, please don't do that. You're going to get pulled away from the group. You're going to get lost. You're going to freak out. You're going to have a bad trip. I'm telling you, please stay with the group. Please stay with the group. Even if it's just 2 other friends, just stay with them, okay? I'm a runner as well. Please don't run. This is a time for healing, so any sort of shenaniganery is not in the cards. There is no shenaniganery because we have to control the situation. This is not a time to be lollygagging. Unless it be lollygagging in the forest on a hike. Okay? Stick to the trails. Carry some tiger's eye. Okay? Maybe a Hamza hand for protection when traveling. Because I'm getting the potential for getting literally physically lost and not knowing where to go. Okay? I'm getting the image of, like, I'm gonna freak out because there's no more buses, and the train is at 2 and it is, and that. Whoa. Okay? Control the situation. How do we get back into the control seat here? Because it seems like whether you're a boss, things are going haywire. Whether you're managing children, it's going haywire. These kids are changing by the day, and you don't know what you're doing. Saturn, this is a tough time. The maturity that brings. Remember, reconsider. Now is not the time to be messing and tomfooling around. If you're drinking and having a party and you're hanging out with this friend, no. That's not mature. It's important to be mature and know that the limits imposed upon you is don't be going out with your phone not charged. Okay? The limits imposed upon you right now is have your location on sent to somebody you actually trust. Okay, you actually trust. And if you don't have it sent to anybody, go send it to somebody. Reconsider that. Okay? Deeply reconsider some of these choices you've made as a potential boss when it comes to scheduling certain people somewhere, whether it comes to like potentially a pathological liar in your coworkers. Like you might have somebody in your coworkers that is actually confusing the heck out of you, and if you're confused, that's just a red flag. Okay? You being confused is not good. This could even be an immediate subordinate, like an assistant, who is messing with you and making you bite your own tail. Your kids are changing by the day. You don't know how to upkeep with them. It is making your head spin. You need to go outside in nature with your kids. And you need to make sure that they stick with you. And it's about being calm and quiet. We have Saturn here. This is not an easy time. What's going on here is not easy, and it's healing. And I'm getting the fact that you may need some somatic healing. Let's get the tarot out. What's going on here? Whoa. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Swords upright. Okay, so I'm seeing a regression here. And then the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Sorrow, I'm getting very heavy, like you had to go back to something. This the Hangman? Oh, the Hangman upright. Okay, yeah. This is a time to pause. And we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Okay, mental illness on the deck. In the cards. Yep. We have a regression here from the 8 of Swords to the 7 of Swords. You may need to go back home. You may need to just go and work on a garden. You literally just need to stop and reevaluate decisions you're making. This isn't on a day-to-day basis. This may be who you're hanging out with. This is definitely potentially somebody you're hanging out with that is just shape-shifting on you. Your emotions are not handled. You need to literally go be with a group of people and be in nature. We are getting 2 signals here to literally go get out of your house and go to a farm. Go plant a seed in the dirt. Go dig a hole and sit in it. Go on the beach and lay on it. Go sit by a body of water and stare at it. Do things that are calming to your emotions and let them come out in a safe space. Having it around your children, if you do have children in this situation, is not going to help them with their behavior. In fact, your confusion, your dissonance with yourself, your lack of sleep is making your children act out worse. There are things that you are not seeing or that you are seeing. Okay. We were getting imposter syndrome before. Okay. So you're a good parent. You're a good boss. All right. We need to, I wouldn't say cull the herd, but there's somebody here in your midst that's not really doing it for you, and you cannot figure out, okay, how can you get to the bottom of the swamp if you don't even know who's sitting on the boats above it? You, like this situation, I feel like there may be somebody who's confusing you, but it may not be that person. It may be the person talking about that other coworker that's confusing you. It may be all these other situations where you are extremely unaware of where, and you need to, where do all the cards lead to? Where did that rumor start? Who did it? Where did that start? You saying, I don't care who started it? No, you have to get down nitty gritty. Where did it start? Because there's a problem in your midst that you can't see, or you're thinking there are problems and they don't even exist. How in the world are you supposed to know? When you're all up in like this, all up in your head, not knowing left from right, northwest, east, west, west, excuse me, you're all wasted out. If you're drinking, stop drinking. If you're smoking, stop smoking. If you're doing anything that has to do with any sort of partying or like, oh, what it is, stop. Stop right now. Okay? We have the Tower in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Stop. Do not move to that place. The Hermit in reverse. Get out of your house. You're not going anywhere. Go to the park near your town. Okay? Don't get in the car. Stay out of the car. The Tower in reverse. We're going to have to stop catastrophizing. We're going to have to stop catastrophizing. The Six Pentacles in reverse. Go back to that group. If you go to group therapy, go back. If you are off your medication, go back on your medication. If you are changing medications in this process and there's something you're putting in your body right now, it probably has something to do with this. And either way, staring at some water, holding a pillow while you're feeling these emotions, it's important to go extremely slowly and to be careful while you're traveling to not get lost. Please do not get in the car right now. Please, if you're in the car right now while you're driving and you're listening to this, I want you to turn it off. I want you to drive in silence. I want you to make sure that your directions are going on clearly, and I want to let you know if you're having trouble getting your directions on your iPad, like for some reason the phone isn't connecting to your car, yeah, there's a person in your midst who is lying to you and being that chameleon that we saw before, and it's not you being the chameleon, okay? Because at this point in time, it's like you don't know who you are, so you're not going to know. How can you know thine enemy when you don't even know yourself? And is there even an enemy in your midst? I do not know. But there is something here that's wrong, that is so clouded because there's so much clouding in your own mind. There's a lot of clouds here. And I'm going to get a chakra card, and I think that's why I felt the need to pull, because this is a little different. I'm getting the need to pull a chakra card. What chakra does this person need to work on? Let's flip that over. That is, let's flip those over, baby. What chakra does this person need to work on? What mudra is this being held up? And we're going to take this one and not the other. It's the second chakra, the sacral chakra. And down at the bottom we have the first chakra. I have the ability to manifest and create positive outcomes in my life. It is a time for me to manifest what I need. I ask myself, what do I need? I am optimistic and creative in carrying out all the tasks that come my way. Yeah, see, this is coming back to children again with the second chakra. This is coming back to creative outlets. This is coming back to like your basic safety and your emotional life. You may have packed on some pudginess around this area, and you have like a fupa going on. You might be really insecure about this belly area near your belly button. There's a lot to do here when it comes to healing that. Maybe doing some sit-ups will help you. Small, slow exercises will help you. Taking a leave from work will help you. Staying out of the car, just don't drive it. And honestly, if you are driving the car, it's like you manifest your life. You create positive outcomes. If you are mentally prepared to be on the road, you're mentally prepared to be on the road. I'm just saying right now, for the majority of you, it doesn't seem like you are mentally prepared to be doing things that are out of your comfort zone. And it seems like you're mentally prepared to be confused, and I want you to prepare yourself to not being confused. And that's really all I'm going to ask out of you. I am open to receive, and I am deserving of not being confused. You are deserving of having a clear head and of knowing who's who in your arena. Because you may be thinking that there is an enemy in your midst when there isn't, and it's just miscommunication. And it's stemming from you. This is a very confusing possible imposter syndrome. There are a lot of things in this situation where it's like, I understand why you're coming here and asking, what is going on? What is going on with me? I am losing my mind. I can't keep my face straight. I don't know if I should continue to ignore this person. How I can't keep acting like, how could I have told them all these things and yet they're acting like I didn't say any of it? I am so confused by this person. This person is screwing with your head. As benign as this passive aggressiveness is, it is literally messing with your head. Someone is messing with your head. You're messing with your head. And there's imposter syndrome here. As a tarot reader, I am pretty sure this is somebody making you triggering you into confusion. Whether that person actually be doing something that is consciously malignant or passive aggressive is up in the air. But is it triggering you? Yes, it is. Catastrophizing situations literally take the slowest walk of your life. I want you to take a really slow walk. Squeeze on a pillow for 2 to 3 minutes. And I think this is the end of your reading on what's going on. And, okay, wait a second. If we have kids here, if we're dealing with kids, something's going on in school you don't know about. That's really stressing them out. Or you do know about it, and you don't know how to approach it. You gotta say something. Your kid might not be receiving the best lessons from someone. They may be watching channels online that just are not good for their mental health. And like, when we have the Hanged Man here, it represents imprisonment. A time out. Punishment. Some of you feel like you're being punished for something. Like you're punishing yourself. Or you need to punish your children and you don't know how to properly punish your children. You don't know how to properly reprimand the people that are your subordinates. You don't know how to properly accept being reprimanded by somebody else without taking it so hard to heart that it's hard for you to go back to work again and look them in the eye. How did I go wrong in this situation when parenting my child, and how can I make sure that I never go wrong again so they feel comfortable in telling me what's going on in their life? I really suggest for this group to go look at neurological communication, where if you're suggesting something you suggest them to do something else. A conversation with the child should not be longer than 2 minutes. When it comes to addressing, it shouldn't be longer than 30 seconds, in fact, when it comes to addressing something bad that they've done. Lest you be an actual therapist. It's like, do you understand, do you comprehend, understand means to stand underneath. It literally means to stand underneath, so I suggest you use the word comprehension. Do you comprehend? Do you realize that this is what happens when you do this? And can I show you? I'm going to show you that this is what happens when you do this. There needs to be a lot more simplicity in the way that you're doing things. Keep it simple. Please keep it so simple. There is getting out of your house. Leading an example for your children is so important when it comes to regulating your own emotions. And if you're around coworkers, like, take it at that. It's like these coworkers, they see you melting down. It's like they saw you melting down. As a leader, what does that make them, I mean, it lets them see your humanity, but it creates a casual work environment. Are we in too casual of a work environment here, where it's skewed with your mind? Are you a bartender and you're drinking after leaving the job? Like, what is going on here? There is something here. It could involve substances, could involve imprisonment, it involves punishment. Cannot move, cannot pass go, cannot collect $200. This is frustrating. This is very frustrating, and here's where I feel like the merry-go-round starts again. This is where I feel like the merry-go-round starts again because you can't do anything about it, which is why there's a regression here. You're not getting past the 8 of Swords. Go back to the 7 of Swords and reevaluate who's taking from you, who's stealing your mental energy, and how are you stealing your own mental energy? How are you creating these addictions in your own mind about mulling over? And I feel like that's why you came to this reading in the first place. Not only do you have the potential to get lost, not only do your children have the potential to get lost, not only is this not the time to be traveling, to be going places, not only is this not the time to be recklessly spending any kind of money, this is the time to actually be reevaluating your job. This is the time to be reevaluating how you're handling your children. This is the time to be reevaluating how you're handling your employees. This is the time to be reevaluating how you're handling your friends, how you're even potentially handling your relatives, and not in a way where it's so drastic. Like I said before, this situation is so minor in comparison to so many of the other things that you've experienced in your life, and why does it hurt so much? Why does this situation bother me so much? Because of the disappointment. These people aren't terrible people. They're just blech. They're just meh. They're just blech. They're just, ugh, I just don't like them. Why is that worse? Why is that worse? Why is not liking someone worse than hating them? Disappointment. How can a rapist, disappoint you? You're not really expecting much out of them, are you? You're not expecting a lot out of them. You're expecting them to go to jail. All right? How do you punish these people for something that appears to be minor? How do I get a hold of my emotions for these minor infringements? It's so small. Why is it bothering me so much? It's such a small little inconvenience. Why is it bothering me so much? We need to reconsider our priorities and what type of survival mechanism we're running on right now. You have the love. There are a lot of people who love you. There are a lot of people who adore you. This came out in the beginning of the reading, and I was saving it for right now. And I almost stopped the reading before I, circle back to it. People love you. And even if you have a bad relationship with your mother, her higher self is coming in and saying, your mother loves you very much. Her higher self loves you very much. And we might even have like the spirit of a grandmother kicking in. A woman who's passed away. There are ancestors here who love you dearly. Dearly they love you. Are you disappointed in yourself? Because you can let it go. And you might have to stop working so hard and actually potentially take a break in order to let this thing go. I'm going to get an oracle. Oh, it's a mess over here. No, here we go. And see what comes out. What's going on with pile number 4? What's going on? Okay. I'm taking these two. The Muse, Generosity, Naivete, Masquerade, Hiding Your True Self, Projection. Pilgrim, Opportunities and Growth. Okay. 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 Like I said, you might be using substances. Please stop. This is not the time to be having fun. This is the time to be getting connected with music, connecting with art, connecting with food. This is the time to be looking for a, say you have a friend who's shapeshifty, they're kind of confusing you, go with a friend who's not confusing you, and someone who can literally teach you how to go into nature. Go into nature even in the dark and have a light out. Keeping a night light on should be important for you. I think it's important that you focus on your craft and whatever hobbies you do in order to get your mind straight. There's a lot of pain in this pilgrimage when it comes to the generosity and the naivete. I'm getting a bullying energy here. Somebody got bullied. Like, low-level bullying. Again, the low-level bullying. I think it's important that you wear a mask with certain people, and it's important for you to take that mask off with others. And I feel like you are getting to a point where it's like, I feel like the mask is on all the time. Or I feel like I don't know how to wear a mask. I don't know how to do that. I suggest you look up videos in order to be more of even to just fake, fake it till you make it type of energy, because there are opportunities and growth heading your way, and you're gonna come out of this on top. Don't you worry your pretty little head, all right? Don't you worry your pretty little face, all right? It's all gonna be okay. There are growth and opportunities coming your way. You may be unemployed. You may be worrying, where am I gonna get this money? How am I gonna feed my kids? How am I gonna do da. It's coming. It's on its way, and you need to be prepared for it. You cannot be doing no goofing off. This is not the time to be goofing off. This is the time to be taking yourself on a hike. Groceries. Homework. Work. Done. Whether you have work or not. Getting in touch with your hobbies. You know what work is? Taking a shower. You know what work is? Cleaning your room. You know what work is? Going and planting something in a garden. Go out and do something in nature. And if it's freezing outside, guess what? You probably have seasonal depression. And I'm going to end it on that note. If you have seasonal depression, good luck. Because, whew, I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go. I don't know what you're going to do. You got to get one of them lamps. So much love. This was great. Bye, guys.